I went to the store today and I bought some Halloween candy. When I buy candy, I probably talked about this already, but excuse me. When I buy candy, while a variety pack of candy might look appealing to somebody, you might think, "Oh, you get all these different things all in the same pack. That's pretty good." Um, I can get sweet tarts and nerds and blow pops in the same bag. Maybe not blow pops, but you can get probably sweet tarts and nerds. Definitely get sweet tarts and nerds in the same pack if you wanted to. And excuse me. And but the thing for me is it's sort of boring, isn't it? I mean, when you want what I want to do, first of all, I don't want to pick anything that's too common for candy. I want more of a unique experience for my visitors. I want them to think, "Oh, let's go over there because that's the place where they give out this specific thing. They give out Laffy Taffies or they have high chews here." High chews is my most unique thing. I did get a bag of high chews today. Got a bag of high chews. I feel like that distinguishes me from other places, from other candy handouters. So I got the high chews, and I was looking for the other two candies that I like to give out. I don't want to give out. I want to specialize in what I do. Okay. Lots of people are going to be giving out chocolate. I don't do that. I'm doing fruity candy only. Okay. I'm a fruity guy. And I couldn't find the sorry, I'm a little phlegmy because I just ate. That happens sometimes. And so I don't like to what was I saying? Yeah, I want to specialize is what I'm saying. I forgot. I lost my train of thought already. Can't believe it. But I look for the candies that I don't think other people are going to really carry, but they're good, or I like them, or I liked them. So we're talking about those flavored Tootsie Rolls. They're Tootsie Fruit Chews. They're different fruit flavors such as lime and vanilla, orange, cherry, and so forth. And I like those. Those are not as common. And Laffy Taffy's not as common. And High Chew is really the least common candy, I think, that you see being given out. So I focused on that. Different fruity, chewy candies. And people can think to themselves, "Oh, yeah, that's the place that has they have the fruity Tootsie Rolls." And so that's what I want to do is I just want to establish my uniqueosity. But they didn't have any of the the store didn't have any of the Tootsie Rolls that I was looking for, the fruity Tootsie Rolls. And you want in? And you got some ears on.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
just kidding. I can hear you really well.
Oh, and they didn't have the Laffy Taffies either. Actually, there was one bag of Laffy Taffies, but it was in a pile amongst other things that it didn't belong there. And I thought, I don't know, I thought, where's the sort? I want to find the nest. Where's the Laffy Taffy nest? Because that's where I want to pick from. I don't want to touch some bag that somebody got their hands all over. Somebody probably wiped it in the middle of their crotch and they just left it for whoever to touch afterwards. So, Yeah, I was looking for the nest and I couldn't find it. So anyway, I got the high chews. To be honest, I have some candy left over from last year, but I won't use it.
Why not?
I probably should. The stuff stays good forever, right?
I heard that it's not forever, but it does stay good for a while.
How
But I
many
have
years?
heard tale that it does expire at a certain point.
Yeah.
I
How
never
many
knew
years?
that. Did you know that flour expires? Flour.
Oh, does it?
It does, yeah.
What does it do?
It just somehow expires.
Well,
It
did
like
you know
gets
that?
rancid or something.
Yeah, you know that pasta expires.
I know.
Dry-
that was
dry
a surprise.
pasta.
Because I still have dried pasta in my cupboard from when I was like in my 20s. I won't say how old I am now, but it was a long time ago.
Wow, that's nuts. From your 20s?
Well, I took it back. I feel like I had these pastas that I didn't feel that needed to get thrown out, and they were from when I used to live in San Francisco,
Right. That's crazy.
which was a while ago.
Right. That's crazy.
And I just thought, I just may as well just take these with me.
That stuff has gone rancid.
It's probably gone rancid.
I think it's probably I don't know what happens, but I guess the stuff kind of becomes acidic or something.
It's just not
I don't know.
ideal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, are you going to throw that out, or do you just want to keep it as a collector's
I
item?
might keep it as a collector's item. I definitely still have some candy from my 20s.
Really?
I have I have a Butterfinger bar that says like the middle finger on it or something like that. That is sort of a collector's item of
Wait,
sorts.
it's a
It's a
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger that says middle finger on it or something like that.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
You
yeah.
know what I had for a long time? Do you remember when Hostess went out of business?
Absolutely.
And so Twinkies were
That was
going away.
That was like during the recession, right? Around 2000.
2008 or something? No. When was it?
8,
2010? No, I think this happened around 2010. I don't know.
Well, when they went out of business, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. But they were going to go out of business. They were going out of business. They went out of business.
They went out of business.
And so that meant that no more Twinkies. Twinkies are a bygone
Everybody was trying to get a piece of that, though.
So actually, Moshe saw a box. He knew I was kind of interested in getting a last box of Twinkies, I think, and he got this last box of Twinkies for me, and I kept it unopened for years and years. We're talking at least 10 years I had it, right? I mean, maybe 12 years, in fact. I had the Twinkies, and I never opened the box, and then eventually, of course, sometime along during those 12 years or whatever, they went, or some other company bought Hostess or something like that, and they started making Twinkies again. Now, I don't know if it's exactly the same recipe or what, but I held on to the box, and then I was really going through my stuff, and I was thinking, you know what? You got to get rid of some of this junk. And I have to say, I did get rid of the box of Twinkies. I threw them out.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Terrible.
I just thought I don't want to have this anymore.
Man, I would have taken that off your hands.
Really?
That's not trash. That's a collector's item.
It was a collector's item, except what made it less of a collector's item is that it was that
they came back.
That they came back.
But this was before they came back, though.
Yeah, I know, and it probably was a different formula.
Imagine if you still had a bag of Pizzeria's original style.
That would be interesting.
That would be worth something.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know if it'd be worth something, but
it would definitely be worth something.
I mean, the thing is about pizzerias is I want to eat the pizzerias. I don't want to just have it.
Imagine if you just had one from like 1989.
I want to eat it.
That'd be awesome, actually.
What's the point? Here's what I want.
Imagine if you had a pack of Bonkers that was unopened.
That's what I was going to say. I want Bonkers. Give me the Bonkers from 40 years ago.
I'd take a bonk.
Around. Look, does anybody have an unopened Bonkers from 40 years ago?
No, here's what I really want. No one's going to have this, though. I really want a Snack Club brand sour licorice bite bag.
Oh. I know that's your long lost candy.
That was so good. Those
I know you loved it.
Freaking ass good.
I know you loved it.
They don't make them anywhere anyhow. The only way to get them now is to make them yourself or try. And I've tried, and I've actually gotten fairly close to succeeding. What you do is you take a red vine, you cut it up into little snippets, and then you coat that in a citric acid of sorts. Lemon juice can work. And then you just sprinkle it in sugar.
Well,
and it's actually pretty good.
You did it? Red vine? I
Yeah.
thought it was a thicker. I thought it
No,
was
that's what I love about them is that it was a red vine material.
really because red vines are hollow in the inside.
Yes,
You know?
they are. Well, no,
But
okay, it wasn't actually a red vine. It was a slightly thicker
it
red
was a
vine, but
thicker.
nonetheless, it was the
thick.
same type of material.
It
You know what I
was
mean?
thick. It was thick and kind of chode-like.
It had sort of multi-tubes in it.
Multi-tubes, yes,
It was
multi-tubes.
multi-tubed.
It was multi-tubed,
It
yes.
was multi-tubular. But the material itself was that of a red vine.
Yeah, but it was multi-tubed.
It was, but red vines, I'm sure, does a multi-tube. Actually, red vines does do kind of a multi-tube. Come to think of it.
Really? Where?
Well, they do a solid flush.
Did they do a solid flush?
They have these packs of red vines that come in sort of a brick-like form, you know, and you kind of peel one off.
No, those are the pull and peels. I mean,
Yeah, they're pull and peels, but they're sort of a thick flush.
wait, that's not.
I mean, they're sort of
That's
a solid
not red
flush.
vines, by the way, Laura.
It is
That's
a red
not,
vine. Yes,
no, it's not. That's a
100%. It is a red vine.
no. Pull and peels are Twizzlers. I thought.
Absolutely not. I would never eat a Twizzler pull and peel.
I'm telling you,
by
Laura.
any stretch.
Wait, pull and peel?
Oh, are
That's
you thinking
Twizzler.
of those ones that are like it's basically a bunch of strands that you pull and peel?
Yeah.
No, I would never touch the shit. I would only touch a red vine pull and peel. And by that, I'm talking about a brick. Imagine a brick, sort of a red brick that's comprised of many small red vines, but that are not hollow, essentially.
It's a full flush or
It's
whatever.
it's sort of a
filled in
solid flush.
Solid flush. Okay. And the thing is the other long lost candy that I would be interested if there's an unopened box is the pudding roll-ups.
What exactly is that? Is it like a fruit roll-up made out of pudding?
There's butterscotch and chocolate.
Oh, that sounds good. Butterscotch
vanilla.
sounds good. I would not.
Yeah,
you don't
remember pulling? We've talked about it. Pudding roll-ups. I think it was made by Betty Crocker or something like that. I think. You
really?
know, Betty Crocker. I think it was with the pudding roll-ups. Give me an unopened box of those. You know,
I would touch one.
Pudding? Really? You would touch one?
I would touch a butterscotch.
Betty Crocker.
I probably wouldn't touch a chocolate flavor.
I never had a pudding roll-up, but I saw the commercial all the time.
Wait, so it's like it basically is a fruit roll-up but made out of pudding of sorts? Is that what we're talking about here?
Is what?
It's a fruit roll-up made out of pudding?
Yep.
That does seem interesting.
It's a roll-up made of pudding. And I was just looking it up just now. Sorry if I wasn't
I would
fully
definitely
present,
I would definitely mess with a butterscotch one for sure.
Yeah, they had, they were, the flavors were not fruity. They were, I don't know what you call those flavors. I've heard that it's maybe called gourmand. I don't believe that, but I've heard it's called gourmand.
You mean flavors that are in the sort of chocolate, vanilla, caramel range of things?
Whatever that is. Yeah, they're
sort of not
kinda,
fruity.
I would call them almost savory flavors, but
they're kind of butter-based. Almost.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Butter based.
Sort of a butter base.
Yeah, they're maybe
although
butter
chocolate's
based.
not really a butter base.
Yeah, no, they got butter. There's butter in chocolate.
Some chocolate does, but not pure chocolate, of course.
No, I think butter based is kind of the idea. I just think there's more of a confectionery sort of. I think it's confectionaries.
Well, a confectionery could be a fruity thing as well.
It might be gourmand. Gourmand.
Have you ever tried sticky toffee pudding?
I would like that.
I really want one.
That sounds good to me. I want that.
It's an English sort of treat.
I want it.
It's a classic treat.
I'll have it.
Sticky toffee pudding.
I'll take it.
Yep.
We played this commercial before.
I might try to make it for Christmas this year.
We played this commercial before. Do you want to play the commercial right now?
What
Chicken
commercial?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, should I do it now or do it later? Okay. Can you see Chicken Jessica's expressions and stuff?
I can't see shit.
Okay. Well, anyway, here we'll take a quick peek. This is all pre-show, by the way. But here, I showed this before. Oops. This commercial used to play all the time. I saw this so many times. I had this song memorized. This is not from the 90s. It's from the 80s.
Want to see some pudding? How can it be? I can't believe my eyes. New pudding roll-ups, pudding in disguise.
Wow.
There can be lots of things pudding can't be, but the yummy, yummy taste. That's pudding to me.
Betty Crocker pudding roll-ups in
Milk chocolate was one of them.
That sounds gross.
Or butterscotch, real pudding.
Butterscotch sounds great.
The
though.
butterscotch kind of sucks on things.
That's the
I mean,
one.
in a
thing
good
you
way,
want.
you know?
That's the one you want. Fuck the other ones. No offense to those other ones.
What's the other flavor? Milk chocolate,
Pudding
chocolate.
disguise.
Chocolate fudge is the other one. No, I'm
pass-
interested.
pass
I'm
on
interested, but the butterscotch is the most intriguing.
That does look good, though.
This is-
I mean, I like the commercial. I like.
What does it say? Babies
Actually,
in the
that really
90s?
does seem like a '90s commercial. No offense.
It's not at all. This is
It
totally from the
seems like
80s.
it is.
Actually, in fact, it's so not the
Well,
90s
how do you know it's from the '80s?
because I remember it in the 80s, hardcore.
No,
In fact, I remember. I want to say I remember it specifically in the.
it
I want to
totally
say
seems '90s. That like
honestly,
just the whole look of it and the
Laura,
vibe.
I
of it.
remember it in the old house we lived in. I remember seeing it then. In fact,
That's some sort of delusional, sort of diluted kind of mentality right there.
look. Let me
I
just
don't
tell you
think
this.
that's-
I was looking up
You
Betty
would not have
Crocker's.
seen that in the old
Look,
house.
Betty Crocker. Watch this. Betty Crocker
At
pudding.
the most, you might have seen it in '89, which would have been long
No,
past the old house.
No. I mean, look, this is what it says on the internet. It says in 1987 it basically was out from 87 to 88. I
really?
remember earlier than that personally. I
Nah.
remember earlier than that, but it says 87 to 88 is when it came. It was only available
So then
from 87
clearly,
to 88.
there's a diluted sort of memory
Well,
loss here.
but whatever the case may be, that commercial came out. It was from 87 then probably or 88.
All right, well,
So it certainly was not the 90s.
Hmm.
And I bet the commercial's from 87 because I remember it being mid 80s.
it definitely feels '90s.
What seems 90s about that to
It
you?
just has that energy.
No, it doesn't.
It does, though.
There's
It
no
has an
funky,
early '90s energy.
there's
And
no
it also
bright
doesn't-
colors.
It doesn't look brown, you know.
Yes, it is. It's very brown. Are you
Also,
kidding
just
me?
like the
In fact-
audio quality feels '90s. It doesn't
Wait,
seem
bring
kind
it back.
of silent,
bring it back.
you know.
Bring it back. Let's
It
bring it
doesn't
back.
have that sort of impending silent feel.
Bring it back.
If you know what I mean. Obviously, there's even when
It's
there's
very-
music and stuff, there's
all
a
right, look.
quietness.
It's very brown. First of all, this is all browned
That
out.
looks '90s right there. Just the lighting, that kid himself.
No.
Yeah, he's a '90s
Well, I
kid.
know what you mean. Well, no, it's not early 80s.
He could easily be that redhead, curly-haired kid that's in
No,
those
actually,
commercials.
in fact,
I mean, it's not him.
I would
but,
say
you know.
those windows in the background are specifically kind of
Kinda
80s.
90s.
No, they're 80s actually.
I think so.
First of all, this whole product line is all brown, basically.
Well,
you
the
know?
product line is brown, but you know. Also, just the music is '90s.
Well, it's a throwback.
I know, but it's like '90s does throwback.
Betty Crocker pudding roll-ups in milk chocolate.
This feels
feels
late.
90s.
This feels late 80s.
It feels late, maybe early '90s.
Not even
though.
early though. Now that's an 80s shot right there. I think. You know. what I
Well,
mean?
I feel that could be a very early '90s or late '80s shot.
I mean, look,
This production it feels so '90s to
if
me.
it was early 90s, it would have a lot more color. I mean,
It has those colors.
splashes.
It has a splash
be-
of red
it'd
on
also
the
be
bottom.
more-
It's got these lights. It's got.
There'd be more geometric shapes
There's
and stuff.
something
You know?
to it though that's '90s.
They would have more
I'm telling you.
geometric shapes, triangles and wiggles and wiggly lines.
No,
and
that's
things, you
more
know?
mid to late '90s. That's more mid '90s.
No
Squiggles
way
and
that-
squiggles and
No,
things.
no, squiggles
Triangles
and, things,
and circles. No, that's a
circles.
that's a mid '9.
That's an early 90s thing.
I don't
that's-
think so.
That's that. Okay,
it's a
squiggles.
mid.
No, it's not.
Squiggles and kids.
No, it
and
is not. I know the mid 90s.
Look at we're talking about like a triangle-shaped window on a sort of flap door.
No, we're
leading
talking
to
no,
a
we're
sort
talk-
of
No, we're talking about animation. We're talking about a
Yeah.
sort of a Rocco's. we're ta-
Rocco's modern.
We're sort of a squiggle.
face.
We're talking
Rocco is a '90s person, by the way.
about. He's an early 90s person, I think.
Rocco?
Yeah, Rocco. Yeah,
You mean the Modern Life fame?
yeah.
No, that's a
Rocco-
mid to late '90.
No, it is not.
Well, it's a mid '90.
Looking it up, I know for
Look
sure
it up.
this is.
Looking it up.
Okay,
I'm
first
looking it up.
episode, 1993. So that's early 90s.
That's kind of mid.
No, that's not. No,
All right, fine. It is early, but still, I feel that it didn't quite reach its sort of
Okay, I'm talking.
erectile stardom until.
Well,
sort
look,
of
it does
mid
say
to
that the show lasted until 96, which, okay, whatever, but it's definitely not late. But look, the tone of that show started in the early 90s, and that aesthetic with the triangles and the squiggles and
sort of
things.
squiggly, sort of cheese
That's-
puffs and things like
that's-
that as a pattern on a pant leg. That
that-
feels like a '90s,
It's early 90s.
mid '90s,
Early.
Full House, Joey.
I don't know about. Well, I don't know about Full House, but
Joey
I know about.
Tanner. No, like imagine a Joey Tanner
Oh,
walking
do
in.
you remember? I
you know
talked
what I
about
mean?
this already, but the board game I had, I have the what is it called? It's a board game book. Remember that my cousin got, or our cousin got for us? Me. You know what I'm talking about?
A board game book.
Yeah, the board game book. Where is it? It's
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to show it right now. Hold on. But it's very early '90s to me. You
I
know,
mean, it's
oh yeah,
Pee-wee's Playhouse is a very prime example of a '90s squiggly sort of cheese puff.
that's early '90s.
That's a '90s
That
look.
feels early '90s to me.
Wait, Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's kind of
Well, I mean, Pee Wee's
mid.
Playhouse probably came out in the '80s. I mean, Pee Wee's Big Adventures from the '80s, certainly. Hello.
No, I'm just considering that.
By the way, the first episode
was the show based on the movie or
the first episode of the show came out in '86. By the way,
all right, Chef Jeff.
Final
Chef
episode
Jeff
is
says
1990.
Pee-wee's Playhouse is '80s. Okay, look, I don't know.
Well, look,
A Saved by the Bell sort of squiggly.
well, Saved by the Bell.
That's a very sort of emblematic.
That's a squiggly kind
That's a
of show.
squiggly
Yeah.
look.
That's definitely a squiggly show, and
Well, especially in regards
the way,
to the diner that they hang out at.
that's
That's kind of what I'm
squiggly.
thinking of.
The squiggly look didn't. Well, sometimes it appealed to me, but not always.
No, I know you weren't that. That wasn't your kind of feel, but that was '90s nonetheless. I feel. I think that's kind of really emblematic of the early to mid '90s.
I wish I could show you this picture here of this board game book that I still have. And it's called the Book of Classic Board Games. The Book of Classic Board Games. And I want to just show you pictures of it because I want to show you the way things used to be. By the way, Price Shell did get big this year. He got 32.
Wow, Price.
He went to
Wow.
32, by the way. He did go to 32.
Amazing. Are you as old as you can be for this show?
He's
Is
the
Bryce
oldest.
as old as okay.
He's the eldest.
He's the elder.
No disrespect to anybody who's been here a long time, but he is the elder. He is.
He is the eld.
He's become big brother.
He's ild.
Wait, am I crackling or something?
Yes, you are.
I'm crackling.
Seems to be.
Oh boy, Alberto, I'm gonna unplug.
It's all right. Wow, look at that though. Qualia, motherfucking 29 up in here.
How's this sound?
Fine. No, it didn't.
Oh,
bother
now
me
I don't
before.
even hear anything. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm leaving. I'm leaving and I'm coming back. Hold on a sec.
Hello, CJ.
How are you? Happy Halloween.
What are you tonight? Are you a fox?
I'm a
Then?
fox.
A foxen? A fox chicken.
I just put a mask over what I normally
yeah.
look like.
Right. Wow.
Got some-
Yeah, we're all doing our kind of our different things tonight.
Oh boy. I did a
How
poll
does that feel
here.
to have a different animal spirit for tonight?
It's it feels foxy.
It is like whatever.
Yeah.
I was just listening to this show about fox spirits. They are a thing.
What
It's a
show
Japanese
are you?
thing called Kitsune Tsuki. Japanese fox spirits. It's a total thing that's been around that people get seriously actually diagnosed with having this condition. And it's a thing where people become inhabited by the spirit of a fox and it makes them do crazy things. And it's differentiated between, something along the lines of, of schizophrenia or something like that. It's not the same. I mean, people, it's a thing. So, invoke it.
Invoke what?
Kitsune Tsuki, just for the spirit of that. In this
Kitsune.
season.
You know what kitsune means in Japanese?
Fox spirit.
It means fox.
Well, I was telling him about this. There's a Japanese thing called Kitsune Tsuki, which is basically being possessed by a spirit of a fox. That I was listening to a show about it, and it's very interesting. And people have been talking about it and having fox possessions for centuries in Japan. It's a Japanese thing. But I do remember that book.
This to me is very this art style to me is very early 90s, you know?
Right. It's sort of the back of a scrutinized sort of.
It's kind of got it's sort of
Animation look.
it is kind of like that a little bit, but it's also very it reminds me well, I don't know, it's got that look. I like it. It's very you know what it reminds me of is what was that online kind of thing called E-World or something like that?
E-Bombs
was-
World?
No, but I love
Wait,
this
what?
art style though. Well, not this is a different art style right here, but this art style right here, you know. Some of these have really neat art styles. Very early 90s to me, this style, you know.
Yeah.
This is a neat book. It's got all these board games in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And you use these little kind of things. Anyway, so that's that. All right.
That just looks like you have to deal with a lot of reading and stuff.
No, there's not minimal reading actually.
Feels about sort of like a lot of reading.
E-World. Remember
Oh.
E-World?
I don't know.
Hey, you know,
No.
Chicken Jessica, can you pull up E-World? Is there
Chicken
any
Jessica, get your ass back here.
No, well not yet.
Sorry.
Just can you let me see E-World.
He's like,
Remember
"Get back."
E-World? It had the same look, I feel like. E-World, let me see. Let me see if I can find this. It was an online service, you know, kind of it was kind of like America Online or something like that, but it was its own thing. It was like CompuServe or something, you know?
I'm lost.
E-World. E-World, let me see. Online. Let me see if I can find any
What's-
online
what's-
service.
what's
Oh,
the
that
point
came
of
out. That
E-World?
came out in the mid 90s. Okay. That was in the mid 90s.
I thought I think it was late 80s.
No, I looked it up.
Just messing with you.
No, I see it here a
Well,
little bit.
When
I
you
looked
smile, it really looks like you're smiling as a fox. It's kind of intense.
Oh, hey, what was that? It was a podcast where you.
Oh, where I heard they were talking about Kitsune.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a podcast called The Frightful Howls You May Hear. It's an occult podcast. I actually mentioned it on my podcast last night, which I did on Totally Tell Me.
They're getting a lot of
But
press.
I love listening to this podcast. It's so interesting. They just talk about all things occult related and just various aspects of folk magic and stuff. And one of the episodes focuses on Kitsune Tsuke, which is Japanese fox spirit possession. And there's different ways that people can get it according to, lore and legend and history.
Here's what this used to look like. The main area. See that the art style's kind of in that vein a little bit, you know. You guys see it?
Yeah.
E-World. E-World.
I mean, sure, it looks like a Rocco's Modern Life of sorts.
Sort of.
Or
It's
sort of
kind
a Doug's Pound of sorts.
Doug's Pound?
Not Doug's Pound, but Doug of, of Doug.
It's Dougish, you mean?
It's kind of a Rugrat meets Doug.
Kind of, yeah. You know, there's a new Rugrat Nintendo game that came out recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Nickelodeon signed off on it. It's an official, came out on cartridge, Nintendo.
Wait, it just came out?
It just came out.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's a Rugrats game, and it uses the...
Wait,
it
are
le-
there games coming out for Nintendo, like, regularly?
Yeah, they are, but they're usually put up by independent people. And this was probably developed independently, but they got the license. They were able to use the property, the Rugrats property, and Nickelodeon signed off on it too. And it has the Nickelodeon logo and everything on the cart.
Well, why wouldn't they sign off on it? What else are they going to do with that whole conglomeration?
Well, it costs. The reason they wouldn't, I would think, is it costs money to make these things.
But they don't
and-
have to pay for it.
Well, no, I don't
Probably
know.
Nickelodeon's going to get a cut. Cut me off.
I don't know how it works or that works, but I mean, yeah, I guess it seems like a no-brainer. But apparently, here's what they did.
Then
though.
again, I guess if they had some kind of contract with the actors or the people involved in the show that might have had to get a cut, then
Well,
maybe, I don't know.
the way that how they really made it worth it to everybody involved. They made a modern version of it with modern graphics. You know,
You're glitching out, by the way, a little bit.
I'm glitching out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got to switch out of this, I guess, huh?
Yeah, StreamYard's some garbage.
Yeah. Am I still glitching?
You that sounded good.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a a virus. I gave it to you, and I'm sorry.
They're saying Brent's fine for us here. This is what Gemma says.
Wait, was Mark Mothersbaugh involved in?
He did the Rugrats theme song.
Wow, I didn't even realize that at the time. I mean, or now, until now.
But what I was saying is they made a modern version of the Rugrats game to come out on Switch and other systems and stuff.
Oh,
So they made a modern version of it, but they basically did a modern port of it, but they started with the Nintendo version. So they made that, and then they did a modern version of it. So that way, the game is sold digitally as well, and all that. But for people who want the full Nintendo experience, they did make cards for it and stuff. So that's pretty neat. And by the way, I've checked it out a little bit. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've looked at it, and it's pretty neat looking. I mean, it looks like a pretty well developed game. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, everybody says I'm fine right here, and then when they
Now
and
you're
then
fine.
Yeah, I'll try to.
They think I look fine.
Okay, I'll try to work on that because I had it going pretty garbagey messy. So I'm gonna try to get Brent to glitch out. So I'm sorry it's been so clean.
Fine. All right. Well, anyway, what are we doing here? Should we, get started? Start the show?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's start it. That actually did kind of get me.
It sort of got me too.
I did not.
What do you mean
I
it
did
got
not.
you though?
I didn't see that coming, and it was kind of a jump scare.
You mean the yell, the screams?
Everything that it turned black and it, and there was a scream and everything. Yeah.
Let's get a second swipe on that.
Really? Okay. I mean, and now
Just
we
for
know
fun.
what to expect. We know what
I
to
just
expect.
kinda
It didn't.
wanna,
I didn't. I did
didn't
not
get
expect
scared
that. It got.
myself.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. It got me.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did that not get you?
Well, I mean, no, it just that was
Okay,
fun. I liked it. I
to be
didn't
honest,
get scared.
Maybe
but-
I didn't fully get. It didn't fully get me just because I was expecting the regular thing so much that I sort of maybe looked away for a moment or something like that and didn't fully focus on it. But it did get me. It went woo. It was a jump scare. I got jump scared. I got jumped. Okay, so welcome to the Chicken Coop. My name is Brent Weinbach.
I'm Laura Weinbach.
This is the online chat show that we do every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And, there's people who come and they join us and they're involved, they get active, they get activated, people, and then they become members. But look at this. And then they respect their elders like Bryce, Look at
That's
all that
right.
candy.
They should.
And so it's like that. All right. And so that's what we do. And we talk about different things. We have a different topic every week. And I guess let's just get into today's topic. It wasn't... This is chicken.
Are we calling back to? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
This is Chicken Jessica, by the way.
I wasn't sure if Chicken Jessica was calling back to that episode of MTV where they were doing those dance moves. Is that?
He definitely was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chicken Jessica's our producer, and Chicken Jessica, you got something to talk to us about?
Yeah, I wanted to jump in here and talk about Super Chat. It's a way to tip the show, and as you can see, Bryce Shell pumping it in for us. That goes a long way. We appreciate that.
He's just dressed as a sailor for Halloween.
It's looking good. So Super Chat, what you go to the oh Lord. I'm so into Bryce here. But yeah, you hit that Super Chat if you're into that. You can do super sticker, whatever. Crank this up, however many account. You don't just have to pull out one account. You got a savings account, bank account, mutual funds. You can
CDs?
All that. CDs. Yeah.
Is it FDCI insured? If it's FDIC, is it DICK?
Is it F Dick insured?
Is it F apostrophe N
Dick.
DICK.
Is it FDIC insured?
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
FDIC insured?
It's you just get like
Dick.
Dick.
What's this?
Remember that thing? DIC.
Wait, what's this all about?
Whoa.
Actually,
Oh,
I was talking about this
Wait, hold
earlier.
on. I'm sorry. You have a pumpkin in some drawers?
Yeah. Okay. So I was talking about these drawers. Like, check out this pouch.
Is everyone?
Look,
I'm
that's
just
the-
curious. By the way, is everyone Is he crackling for everybody else? I'm just wondering. Carry on.
Oh, am I crackling?
Well, you were for me, but whatever.
No, but
Carry on.
Also,
Not
can
anymore.
we just pause for a minute and just consider what it would have been like if when we were talking to that financial advisor at T. Rowe Price, if we could have said, now, is this blue chip fund FDIC insured, or is that something that I'm going to need to kind of look into later? And then imagine if he would have been like,
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
It actually
is-
is FDIC insured.
It is FDIC insured. It is FDICK insured, and
I wonder if they must have made that joke sometime at the bank. In those financial sort of institutions, you know,
who knows what kind of? I bet they've got all kind of.
because they use all these other
Well,
kind
you
of
know,
acronym type
CDs,
things.
oh, would you like to invest in a CD? Somebody said, yeah, CD's nuts. They probably said something like that.
They never said that. I
I
don't
bet
think.
they did.
I wish they did.
Um,
Carry on. Sorry.
well,
Keep
I mean, I
going
think
on
he
whatever
left
we're
to
talking
come
about.
back, and he's gonna.
Oh, sorry. He left because he did not like this.
Well, no,
guy.
he wanted to
He was offended
re-
by the FDIC.
He wanted to
I'm resetting the buffer, but oh, I didn't mean. You
No,
still,
carry on.
that was a really good FDIC riff. I didn't want to.
Or if you, what if
Get
you were
them.
just like, is this fuck dick insured? I mean, F dick insured, or
But
Hold on a
sorry.
second. Let me understand this. What does FDIC stand for?
federal dick
Federal
suck
dicks.
in the shit.
In chunks. In
chit.
chunks. In chunks. Federal dicks and chunks.
Federal dicks and chunks and chunks.
Federal dicks and chunks and things and squiggles and things.
Federal dicks and chunks and things and squiggly things and fucks and things.
I got
Fiduciary
you.
Deeznuts.
Oh yeah,
Fiduciary.
For-
Yeah, right. Fiduciary.
it's-
Fellatiary.
It's
dick
federal
suck
deposit.
Institution.
Federal deposit.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Cruise.
Crucifixion.
I'm doing the
Crucify.
Trump-ness sucking lips. Corporation.
Federal dicks and chicks and dicks. Sorry.
Well, anyway, whatever the case may be, they must have made some kind of joke like that. F dick insured.
They had to.
Huh?
I mean, come on, they had to.
They must have.
Right.
Federal
I hope
deposit.
so.
Federal Deposit Insurance Company.
That's
Yeah, you got it.
probably not what it is. I think it's more likely that it's fuck this in bitch motherfuck. Whatever.
So anyway, carry on. What's going on with these drawers?
Oh yeah, just at one time I didn't have these handy, but it's a way. It's kind of like a bra for your nis, to where like
What?
Bra for your nips.
so you can.
Wait.
Okay, do you see this pouch?
I'm looking
Oh,
at it.
it like holds your nis in there.
Oh wait, holds the nis or the balls?
Oh,
Would it-
you put the nis inside of the pouch and then it holds it.
Okay, so hold on a second. You have this underwear.
Yes,
No,
he
this-
does.
this is all an illusion.
Obviously, it's inside of his.
No, I mean, have you used it?
It's in his possession as we see.
Yeah.
As
Have
can see.
you used it?
Mhm.
And how does that feel?
It's great.
Well, I mean, does it work
I
even if you're
recommend you charge it.
if does it work? Wait.
Why is it great? What's great about it?
Yeah, what's great about it?
It just you don't get the sticky on the side of the leg and
Effect.
yeah, and it holds it all together, and it's not all.
Oh,
yeah, it just keeps it.
Wait, is there balls that go in there? Where
You-
where do those go?
I'll do.
Is there balls that go in there? Ask CJ. Do you have balls? Just curious. 'Cause
You know what? I do. Okay, so there's
you're asking if there's balls that go in there. That your question is actually then, do you have balls?
No, it's not.
That's what you're saying. Is there balls that go in there?
Is there
to
balls that-
say, do you have balls?
No, that's not really. It's really
It
that
is to
it's
say
what
that.
does the thing take balls?
it takes
Well, that's
it takes
the
balls.
question, but you didn't ask that question.
It's ball optional, But
How do you
I
put
like,
the balls in there?
I like
It's ball
separating. You just put them along with the nest. But
Really?
I
Oh,
like
they go inside?
separating them. I like separating them.
But then you're still getting sticky thigh.
No, he's not getting sticky thigh.
Yes, he is, because the balls are.
because the
that's
ball's giving sticky
well,
thigh.
the main reason you get sticky thigh is because of the balls.
The balls.
That
the
is
balls-
absolutely
the ball-
repulsive.
The balls are what cause sticky thigh. I mean, that's where you're gonna experience a sticky thigh is from ball sacks, not from
Oh my
penises.
god, that is
Right.
so horrifying.
This is related to Chode's comment. Does your
By the way,
thing
this pumpkin looks
look
like it
like
has
this?
something.
That's some sort of herpescule type of.
It's herpescule.
It's herpescule. No, but question is, or it's sort
ball-
of gonorrheal, to be honest. Maybe.
Yeah.
It looks like it's sort of
gonorrheal.
It's gonorrheal. It's sort of venereal. It's penarial.
Venereal.
Venereal.
Venereal bread.
I was
You know about
thinking the
that?
same
You know about that neighborhood called Penol?
thing. Pinole.
Oh, yeah.
Penol, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Imagine if you had to tell people you lived in Penhole,
So
which is what it is.
right, penole.
Penol.
Well, you know my friend Alex. You know his dad's name is Dick Hole. No kidding. It's Dick Cole. Yeah.
Oh,
Dick
is that like
Cole.
Reddick?
His dad's name was Richard, and his last name was Cole. It was
Oh,
Dick Cole.
okay.
Yeah.
Why is Dick short for Richard anyway? I never understood that.
Well, I thought about that recently, and I think I know why.
Churd Dick.
A lot of names, classic names,
Somehow.
they have nicknames that basically it's almost like a rhyming game.
Oh, Rich Dick.
Well, no, not that.
Rich.
It's Rick because Rick is short for Richard.
Oh, Rick
also.
and then
And so
Dick.
Rick is rhymes with Dick. So Ricky Dicky, you know, Ricky Dicky or whatever. Same
Ricky
thing
Dicky
with
Dembo.
same thing with Robert. How it becomes Bob because it's short. Rob is short for Robert. Rob Bob. You know, Robbie Bobby. You know, it's a rhyming kind of thing. Or
Oh,
same thing with William. You know, is
Will
what.
Bill. Will Bill.
Well, it's the same thing. Willie Billy, you know, that's how they come up with these nicknames is they do a rhyming scheme. Willie Billy,
Right.
Robbie Bobby, you know, Ricky Dicky, and so forth, right? So that's how Dick comes from Richard. I realized it recently.
Weenus Penis. Makes sense.
I'm trying to think of other
Right.
nicknames like that. Oh, now the weird one I don't understand really is the Jack one. Jack coming from Jonathan.
Larry,
know.
Lawrence. No, that makes
Is it-
sense.
Isn't Jack related to Jim as well?
Yeah.
In some
maybe.
Or
I don't
something.
know. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope
yeah.
so. Because
Yeah.
I got my buddies Jonathan Snipes and Jim Merson.
Oh no, Jim is from James. That's right. Marshy said it.
Oh,
Jim
but
is
but
in
James
James.
can be both Jim and Jonathan, right?
Oh, is that true? I don't know.
Oh, really?
Guys, I gotta go get my
Oh.
the plug for my computer. It's gonna die. I'll
Did
be
you
right
say
back.
I got to go get my butt plug?
I gotta go get my butt plug. I'll be right back. It's an emergency.
What was I
Well-
thinking? Oh, I've been thinking of
Can
Oh.
I- Go
what's
on.
up?
Go on.
I'll put her back in.
No, you were
Uh,
going to say what?
Yeah, I'm looking. I just wanted to hit up the Coopsters of where's a good place to move? Because
Oh, really?
I,
You're looking for a new place to move?
yeah, I mean Los Angeles is so amazing, but I'm a road chicken. I'm only at a home.
You cross the road a lot.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah.
You're crossing the road a lot as a chicken.
But I don't need a place that often, so I shouldn't be paying big city rent.
Oh,
'cause-
so you feel okay? So right, you
Yeah,
don't
just-
want, but I
just
thought
wanna-
you had a place in Los Angeles. Also.
well, I do, but I'm subletting it. and
Oh, you're so okay. Yeah,
it's always
yeah.
there, but I want a place that just doesn't cost anything that I can come back to and do a lot of studio
Yeah.
work. And I was thinking okay, so you and Laura, the family house that I've been to parties at, Laura, the family house that I've attended your
Yeah.
family get-togethers. Is
Yeah.
that the house you grew up in?
A lot
Yes.
of a lot of the time. There was another house too that we.
There was a
grew up
house
into.
before that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where I
okay.
thought I saw those pudding roll-up commercials, but anyway, yeah.
That was some diluted shit.
Yeah, I was thinking that I miss my parents' original home.
Yeah.
They sold it, and then I was thinking,
That's in Florida.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How
How about Little Rock? Why don't you go there?
I could, yeah. I'm
You know, you
taking-
could start banging. You can start banging in Little Rock, and hang out with those people who wear green, and they're doing their dance,
I'd be,
You know what I'm talking about? Banging in Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? They do their little dance with like this. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? By the way, does anyone know? What
I
I'm
thought that
talking
was
about?
an Atlanta thing.
It's banging in Little Rock. It's that banging. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Hell no.
Laura, you don't remember? It was an HBO kind of exclusive, kind of investigative sort of documentary kind of series type thing. Well, it wasn't a series; it was a one-off, but it was about gangs in Little Rock, Arkansas. And
next up on HBO.
And they had.
And do you remember that guy? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
No, and then
but
they
you know
had
that voice. Yeah.
they had the Bloods and the Crips, but they also had these other gang that wore green. And it shows them kind of doing some sort of dance that they do where they do gang signs as a dance, and it's pretty funny, I wish we could we'd probably get flagged if we showed the clip.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny though. It's really funny because these people don't, to be honest, they don't look I don't know that they seem as, I'm not trying to, they could kick my butt any day, but they just seem not as tough, you know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
But they could kick my what?
Cut that. No.
Well, they're doing this whole dance business, I mean, they're kind of. It's almost like some sort of. It's like a hand jive thing or something,
All I remember was seeing a Discovery Channel special about just gangs, about MS-13, and
I know.
interviewing the
Classic.
woman and asking her, is there a hardcore gangster of them all? And her answer saying, "The most hardcore gangster of them all? There is such a thing." I would have to say the most hardcore gangster of them all would most definitely probably have to be Rooster. And that's what I walked away with that from.
Let me go put my costume on real quick, all right?
What costume?
Yeah.
I have a costume. Everyone's got a costume on. I feel like I'm not. Let me get a costume on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Laura.
Yes, sir.
So, an analogy to not my parents not having their original home.
Yeah.
My dad had testicular cancer.
Oh, wow.
So he had to remove one testicle, and I'm not sure, like, what ball I'm from.
Oh. Does
That
anybody
made
know
me.
what ball they're from?
But I may still have my home in existence on my dad's body, or it may be the one that they removed. But I don't know which one I came from.
Hold on. Sorry. Wait, hold on. I think I might have just not followed your story completely correctly. You're saying that when they lived in the old house, he got testicular cancer?
Yeah. But
And
that, I mean,
was
it's not
before you were born.
after I was born.
Oh,
So I'm saying in the same way my parents have sold their home,
Yeah.
and it's not in our possession anymore.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't have possession of the ball he had to remove, the one that had cancer.
Oh, yeah.
So I was made up of just one sperm to my mom's egg.
Yeah.
Was it from the ball that was removed or the one that's still on my dad?
Oh, right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I see why that's right. Yeah, why you would want to even think about that. But yeah, interesting. Right. That's kind of weird. What happened to that ball, I wonder? Did they put it in some kind of jar?
He didn't. It just went to bio waste. He didn't. How old was I? I think I was trying to get him to keep it, but he didn't.
Man, you would probably want to do something with that, like bury it in an olive tree or something. I would think. I mean, it's weird to think that, the ball you might have come from is just gone forever.
It could, or it could be right.
But I guess that's what happens when people's parents pass away too, or their
Yeah.
fathers pass away.
I don't know.
at least
I
get
can't.
it.
It's hard to wear headphones and wear my costume at the same time.
Overrated.
It's hard to wear. It's hard to wear the costume and the headphones. So I don't know. I've got the headphones over here like this, but whatever. I'll just try to bear with it for the time being.
That's Hungry Jack's for chodes.
That looks like such an expensive costume.
It is. I had a custom made. It was actually custom designed.
Imagine if that's what you get to wear. Like, at school, you probably
This is what
not
I'm-
familiar with this custom, but in a lot of nursery schools or, daycares, they celebrate kids' birthdays by making them a little crown out of leaves or something cool like that. Imagine if that's what they gave the kid. If it's your birthday, here's a Burger King crown.
I tell you, this
You
is
get to be the Burger King.
This is a great last minute idea. I mean, you get invited to a costume party, or it's Halloween, you need to go to a Halloween event, and they want you to wear a costume. This is such a quick. This is what they call, not to use a popular term, a life hack of sorts. You go to a local Burger King, you get a Burger King crown. You're done. You're ready to go. It's a costume.
Well, these ears are really easy to put on too, to be honest. It's kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
But I might spice it up a little bit on the day of.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, me. I mean, you know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just gonna be sort of handing out some high chews, but I am doing a show tomorrow, and they did encourage people to dress up for it. So I guess
there you go.
I'll be wearing my Burger King crown.
I'll be wearing my crown, my BK crown.
But dress up gang movie, I don't know. Probably next year sometime. Dress up gang movie. But anyway, this is not terribly comfortable to have the headphones like this, to be honest. But I'll make do for the time being. Now, what are we talking about here? What's going on? What do we? I guess we're just getting to the topic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about where you want to live, though, too. You could bang in Little Rock. Or, I think would be probably a good place to live. Maybe New Mexico. What do you say?
With all those adobe houses,
maybe something like
looking
that.
looking like an Ewok.
You could just get that southwestern flavor. You know what I mean? You could live
Lots
that
of
sort
corn,
of Chipotle kind of. Yeah, you get the corn, get that kind of corn salsa all over yourself. You know what? I think the north.
Speaking of corn salsa,
Northwest
man,
could be
I had
nice
a really
too.
good tortilla soup the other day. You would have loved it from a
I
restaurant.
bet.
Usually,
Oh.
I find them to be disgusting because they always are not good. But this one was really good. It had corn in it, roasted corn.
Oh yeah, I
So
had
good.
corn.
Imagine a roasted corn in a good broth.
You know what
Yeah,
I'll do?
I'll take it.
I made a really low budget, sort of sloppily put together, quote, tuna potato. It's not really.
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
No, you'll see.
Tuna potato.
I took a picture of it. I'll get into it.
Imagine eating
after
a
show.
delicious looking baked potato and then all of a sudden there's tuna in it.
It's a delicious
It's
English.
just-
It's an English. Laura, you like English food? That's an English
That does
classic.
not.
It's classic
Are you talking
pub cuisine.
Not tuna in a potato. I've never seen or heard of that one.
Absolutely, tuna
Really?
potato.
Tuna potato.
I'll
that
show it.
sounds
I'll show the
disgusting.
picture, guys. I got the picture. I'll show
Also,
it to you.
I do love English fare. I just don't. But I'm not as big on the fish and chips aspect of English fare. as
no, I'm
others.
not. I'm not so fond of chips.
But I
chips and
love
fish-
other things though.
chips and fish myself.
I like
but
toad in the holes.
I like tuna potatoes.
Do you know about a toad in the hole?
No.
English fare.
Well, anyway, so, okay, let's see here. All right, obviously the topic is Halloween, so we're titling this year, we're calling it, Pumpkin Deeznuts, I think, right?
Here we
ahead.
go. Do we want to improvise something on this? It's just a.
Oh, yeah. You want me to do a Jack Nicholson kind of thing? Like,
Oh yeah, if you're down.
wait till what do I say? Wait till the guys get a load of Deeznuts or something like that, maybe. Hey, this is Jack. Hey, this is Jack. Okay, I'll do it. I'll try it. Ready? Go ahead.
Or could you do time to make the donuts? I can't do it.
Does he say that?
No, but Dunkin' Donuts does.
Okay. Wait till they get time. Hey, this is Jack. Time to make the donuts. Hey, this is Jack. Time to make the donuts.
We did it.
What a
did
bunch
it.
of freaks.
You can't handle these nuts. That's what Mr. Dan FJF said. You can't handle these nuts. Wait till the guys get a load of these. Or what's another one? What's his other? Oh wait, here's Johnny. Like, here's these nuts. Here's nuts. Here's Johnny's nuts. What's his other famous saying?
Where does he get these wonderful nuts?
What does he s-
One.
All work, no play makes, I don't know, something.
Makes my nuts go sway.
You make me.
All work,
you want-
talking in-
all work, no play makes something a bad boy. Or
You want the
Johnny,
nuts?
a
You
bad
can't
boy.
handle these nuts. You want these nuts? What's the one that he says in As Good as It Gets, where he goes,
You
you-
make me want to be a better man.
Yeah,
you make me want to have a bigger nuts.
You want me to be a bigger nut. I don't know.
You want me to have a bigger nuts.
You want me to you want me to have a bigger nuts. All right.
How about this one? Good morning, Viet nuts.
That's not,
I know he doesn't say that. I just figured, why not? You know.
Somebody stop me.
right.
Yeah.
It's not even
Somebody nut me.
somebody nut me. All right.
You like me. You really like me.
All right, let's do it.
Howdy, friend. Howdy, friend. Wolfman's Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving out sale. We're moving out. The
Wait, it
furniture
sounded
because
like
I
he's
need-
saying Wolfgang's Farmers Market has having a numbnut sale.
I thought he said that too.
Howdy, friend. Wolfman's Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving out sale.
Wait, hold on. Wolfman's Unclaimed Market?
Well, he's saying he actually is saying nut, by the way.
Is he saying Wolfman?
Well, he's saying nut. Yeah, Wolfman, yeah.
Oh,
Wolfman's
numbnut?
Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving out sale.
Wait, hold on. Wolfgang Funky Marcus?
Wolfgang's Farmer John's Market is having a numbnut sale, is what I'm hearing.
Howdy, friend. Wolfman's Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving
Oh,
out
unclaimed.
sale.
Unclaimed Furniture
moving out.
Market.
Oh, it's Wolfman Unclaimed Funky Marcus.
No, Unclaimed Furniture Market,
Oh, furniture market.
I
Okay.
think.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right. Okay, carry on.
You got it, Laura.
You got it.
Furniture
Okay.
Market is having a moving out sale. We're moving out the furniture
Wait,
because
hold
I
on.
need
A num nut?
I think he said moving out.
Oh,
I thought he said numb nuts, but
it
carry on.
sounded like a
Wolfman's
numb.
Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving out sale. We're
I
moving
don't
out
know,
the furniture-
actually.
No, moving out, so you're right.
Wolfman's Unclaimed Furniture Market is having a moving out sale.
That
We're
ain't no moving
the
out.
furniture.
moving
no.
out. It's moving out. It
It's
is
And
moving
I'm
not.
offering you these special
Midnight?
bargains. 5-piece dinette set, $149. Captain's beds, $88.
I'd take
5-piece
that.
den group, $199.
Would not take
Remember,
that
folks,
ugly ass.
Wait, hold on. Why not? Go
furniture
back.
set.
Why not? Why don't you like that?
Oh, that? No,
Well, I
thank you.
gotta say-
That is absolutely
Well,
putrid.
one thing I like about it, though, is it reminds
Horrible.
me of a
that?
long lost 80s aesthetic that I do have
Whoa,
some fondness for.
no, that's
and
not a good
it
aesthetic.
also
right
reminds me of the Wally George show at one point, too.
That is poor taste right
No,
there.
it reminds me of that sort of,
Oh God, no.
I don't know,
Uh-uh.
John Gindick kind of, I don't know, there's something
No.
kind of, it
John
reminds
Gindick.
me of,
Because it's brown.
no, it's not that. It's even, there's something almost yeehaw-like about, you know?
Well,
you remember
it
that show,
definitely
Yeehaw?
recalls
And
a
it-
kind of.
And it's kind of makes me think of a certain 80s that has kind of wood involved and sort of it's got that sort of brown wood aesthetic that I do.
You mean like a
There's
veneer
something
kinda
country
look?
like about it. There's an 80s country. I like 80s country. Carry on.
I would not put that in my home.
I'm not saying I would
That
necessarily do
furniture
that. I'm
set,
just
personally.
saying that there's something that partially I do.
I don't like it.
I do. It does appeal to me in some way.
Looks like poo.
group, $199. Dinette set, $149. Captain's beds, $88.
That I would take.
5-piece den group, $199. Remember, folks, Wolfman's Unclaimed Furniture Market now has 3 locations. Hey, as for the Wolfman,
Okay. Wait. So this is hardly has to do with Halloween, actually. What is that or what?
I
Is
know.
this-
Wait, is he supposed to be a wolfman? I thought he was just supposed to be a sort of a cowboy of sorts.
No, he's a wolfman.
He's a wolf man with it.
He's a wolfman.
How is he a wolfman? Because it was
He has the beard.
that don't mean shit.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Anybody can have a beard. It takes some claws and some teeth and some fur to be a
No.
wolf.
Wait, do you know
Howdy,
who
friend. Wolfman's done.
you know Wolfman Jack?
Oh, okay. No, what is
He
that?
looks like that.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess it's fine.
Plain Furniture Market's having a move out sale. We're moving out the furniture because I need the money, and I'm offering you these special bargains. Howdy, friend. Howdy, friend. 5-piece dinette set.
All right, let's do another one quick.
Yeah.
The Wolfman. The Wolfman.
Wait, can we
the
just?
Wolfman cometh.
I mean, okay.
Oh, what? You want to get back in?
I
No,
would
no,
have I
no.
would have been happy to sort of scrutinize a couple of those shots a little more just to see what was
Oh,
going
sure,
on.
All right,
sure.
scrutinize
Yeah,
Scrutinize your penis
penis
thighs.
thighs.
I've also
Battle
been,
Battle
Master's
Master's bait.
I've been looking at streamliners,
Rubik's Cube
and-
or Pubik's Cube.
or Airstreams and RVs, and this is the interior. Like, if you want a good deal, it's got to look like this.
Oh, really? Wait, go
Yeah,
back. Let's
old
just look
RV.
at that. Okay, hold up. What didn't go? Wait, go back. No, go to that bed. Yeah, look at what they got going here. What the fuck? There's some expressionist lighting going on here, don't you think? Look at these blinds. Look
It's
at the
noir.
blinds. They're going diagonal and then horizontal.
It's film noir.
What
and you know what's
gives?
also weird? The flags are pointing down,
Well, the flags are pointing in different directions, but both in a downward fashion.
but they're not.
And
they
then
shouldn't be,
there's
they should
a
be sideways.
drummer
They're all-
boy drum
Actually, they're limp.
plant.
They're kind of limp, by the way, because they should be straight ahead. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they're kind of trying to give it some sort of movement. You know what I mean? In terms of the kind of,
But that's not how it's supposed to be.
they don't want it all straight. You know, they
Oh,
want
okay.
movement.
Okay.
But why are there sort of chips on the paint?
What chips?
Well, look in the middle of the wall. It looks as though the paint is sort of peeling off.
That's part of the
Or is
noir.
that the sort of that's the expressionist lighting
expressionist
effect?
lighting effect. Yes.
Now, what I would take about this, I would take in this whole scene, I would take the bed, maybe potentially.
Oh, you
Maybe
like
not. I don't love it.
it? Well,
But why is all this stuff brown
You know-
and
you
woodsy
know what they-
looking, and then there's this blue and red drum?
you know what they
a
call that, Laura?
planter.
They call it a day bed.
They do, but I actually plan on getting a day bed for Ethan's room when I set that up, but I want to have it be like a sleigh bed, if you know what I mean.
Sleigh
You know what a
bed.
sleigh bed is? It's a bed that has sort of a sleigh-like look,
Oh, okay.
but it's also a day bed.
What's on the right there? Some sort of aquatic creature?
Well, I think it might be an aquatic creature of sorts.
It's
yes.
sort of like there's a
sort of-
tail. It's
some
got
sort of vertical sort of
It's a
shark.
vertical sort of.
It's a vertical
I don't know. It
swordfish.
almost looks like it could be some sort of seahorse or something in a way.
Oh, I don't know about a seahorse. I was thinking more of some kind of shark or something. Maybe it's like a vertical tuna.
I think it's actually some sort of sea creature. It's almost sort of like a fish man cometh. You know.
right, but in a vertical sense. But
Hmm.
why are these blinds casting such light?
It's also interesting that there's this sort of drummer boy's drum.
I
that's
was,
know
I
you-
said that.
I know
Why
you
is
did.
there a drummer boy's drum there?
I know. There's some
Doesn't
sort of tin,
fit.
I think it's sort of a nod to the tin drum.
A nod to the film Tin Drum.
It's a nod to the book and the film. Actually, I think it's a nod to the book, The Tin Drum.
A nod to the book in the film Tin Drum, which incorporates elements of scatology into it, as I recall.
Yeah, there's various things.
Is there?
Scatology involved, perhaps.
Is there scatology?
Well, I don't know. I can't remember if there's
Or
scatology.
is it more bestiality? Or am I thinking of...
You're thinking of Leolo.
No,
but
not Leolo. I'm
you
thinking
are.
of the book entitled...
The Tin Drum.
Not the Tin Drum, but
The
painted
bird.
bird of sorts. Yes, of course.
It's not the painted bird. I don't think has any bestiality.
The
in it.
painted bird absolutely has bestiality, 100%.
What do you mean? Really?
I read the book.
The painted bird is about
does-
the Holocaust, isn't it, or something?
No, I think that's the Tim Drum.
No. The painted bird I think is about the Holocaust. I think
It's not about the
Jerzy
Holocaust.
Kaczynski. Jerzy
No,
Kaczynski.
it's about like a country
read it.
boy. It
I
might
read
have
it, by
been
the way.
during the 1940s, but it
By
was
the
in
way.
a rural town where they did some bestial stuff.
I read it,
at
by
a
the
point.
way.
I read
look,
it too.
I
I read
read
it as punishment. No, I'm not
Punishment?
kidding. I did because our dad said if I read that book, I could be ungrounded from something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I read it actually off of our dad's recommendation, but I wasn't being punished.
And by the way, that nobody fucks a bird, Mr. Dan JF. To answer your question, it's a farm animal that does get some sex involved with it.
I don't remember that exactly, but it's been a
yeah.
long time
Oh, and
since
it's
I read it.
between.
'Cause,
Yeah, no,
you know,
it's actually a very dark moment.
On
in the
my
book.
own accord, without anybody's recommendation. Well, I don't know who recommended it. Maybe somebody did. But I read "Being There" by Jerzy Kaczynski, and then I think our dad said, "Well, if you like Being There, you should read The Painted Bird."
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
I
you
did.
know, if you like The Painted Bird, you should maybe check out this movie called I forgot what it's called, but I watched it recently and there was some bestial elements to it. If you're-
There's bestial elements to everything if you think about it.
No, there's not. What
There
are you
is.
talking about?
Well, no, I mean humans.
There's not bestial elements to everything.
There
That
is kind
absurd.
of in a way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's bestial elements in Mary Poppins. Oh, I didn't know that. That's very insightful.
Yeah, man, those animals all dancing around and stuff.
Right, they were fucking
There's something sexual. Look, dance is some sort of nod to the
to the
sex-
bestial
to the
internal.
sexus. You know,
Right.
to the nexus of
This is
sexus.
absolutely outrageous.
SEXUS. All right. What else you want to look at?
Now, from banquet comes. What is it, Cynthia? What is
Whoa.
it?
Whoa, that looked like some kind of Macy.
That kind of just reminded me of that movie I just watched.
Looks like an H. Macy. This guy
William
coming
H.
in. Well, hold on, let's see what he got. Here, check me out.
Now, from banquet comes. What is it, Cynthia? What is it?
Giblet gravy and sliced turkey.
Yes, giblet gravy and sliced
Giblet.
turkey together in the most significant.
Hold on a second.
Wait, is it giblet or giblet?
I think it's giblet.
She said giblet.
Hold on a second. Is giblet?
Has
aren't
it been
giblets-
giblet all this time?
Aren't giblets sort of the
Those
parts
gross
of the
things?
chicken, the gross parts of the chicken, such as the heart and stuff?
It is, but you can make a gravy with them, and it's kind
That
of all right.
sounds gross.
No, you don't eat the giblets. You just use them to extract the juices from the jibs.
What about the Kimmy giblets?
Well, she could be a part of that too. if
Oh,
you
Weird
really
Art
want.
Facts already thought the same. And Trace Brown. Everyone's thinking the same thing at the
Everyone's
same
thinking it.
time. Oh, actually, Jeff Perry was first. He was the first
Or
one.
Jeff Luke Perry thought of it first.
Jeff Luke Perry. Jeff Sean Luke
Jeff
Perry.
Luke Perrier thought of it first.
Jeff Jean Luc Perry.
Man, that looks like a very old.
The
like
liver,
that.
the heart. This is what Chicken Jessica says. The liver, the heart, the gizzard, and the neck.
The king gizzard.
The
and
liver,
wizard
the
lizard,
heart,
and
the
the neck.
gizzard, and the neck. The gizzard? Is it the gizzard? Or the
King
gizzard.
gizzard is the right. the gizzard.
What is it?
I think it's gizzard.
How about this? You know how they say, what's that song where it goes, my neck, my back, my, you know what, and my crack or whatever. or
Tanashi.
something?
Just like
peaches?
that.
What about that song with those giblets? You know,
My giblet, my gizzard, my gravy, and my turkey, or something.
My heart.
no, just
Not-
no. Simply put, like this: my liver, my heart, my gizzard, and my neck. Something
Well,
like
shouldn't
that.
it start off with my neck?
And my crack.
My
I guess.
neck, my heart, my gizzard,
And my crack.
My
Oh yeah.
Wait. Were you done showing us about your pumpkin in your pants or what?
Oh, I think so. Well, it's kind of hard to demonstrate this underwear unless it's on the OnlyFans version.
No, okay. I'm going to ask you more about those pants later because I'm just curious about how. I mean, you must have a big schlong if it fits into a pocket. You know what I mean, like that.
Every single video I've done.
Oh, I've
you know
actually-
I don't.
have-
you know
I've
I
seen it-
don't.
I have seen it before. You're right.
You know I don't.
No, it's. I mean, I don't know what to think of it, but basically, I have when I'm. Well, anyway, whatever. I just find it interesting. Okay, let's move on. What do we got?
But and I'm sorry to we shouldn't play Trump stuff, but it's on this note. You've probably heard this. Is this
Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough. He took showers with the other pros. They came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What?
Yeah,
I think I saw that clip. I thought the funniest clip I've seen.
gross.
I got to say, one of the funniest things I've seen, maybe not this whole year, but I think maybe this month, is I'll talk about it in the after show. It's a sound bite from Trump recently that is really funny. I don't know if Laura saw it yet, but it's. So
I kind
funny.
of didn't hear that entire clip just now.
Well, it's an interview he did recently, and he just
No,
was
just
talking
now.
about he was talking about how he would stop the war in Ukraine, and he said, "Look, what I do is I would call
Zelensky.
I call Putin. I say, look, I say,
Putin.
Vladimir. I say, Vladimir, you're not going in there.
He said that.
Vladimir, you're not going in there. Like that was his way he was going to stop the wars, just to call
Oh
him.
my
and tell him,
God, that
you're
is
not
so
going in there.
ridiculous.
He said that's not. It was one of two things. But he goes, how would you stop the war? How would you stop the war from happening? He goes, automatic. Two things. I called him. I said, Vladimir, you're not going in there. It's really funny.
That
It's
is
so funny.
hilarious.
It's so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I mean, it just seems so like cartoonish in a
Absurd.
way. It's just absurd, you know. It's
Buffoonery.
absurd. It's
Wait,
just
but what-
absurd. you know?
I didn't quite hear what the clip
basically
that
was talking about
CJ
the
just
guys-
played.
Who's the guy who died recently?
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer, the golfer. Yeah, of course. And he was talking about that. He was saying he had a big penis, is what he was saying.
Well,
He just
not necessarily. I forget what
Wait,
the.
I guess you can't play it again, but it's okay.
I mean,
Maybe in the after show.
Arnold
Let's do it
Palmer
in
was
the after
all
show.
man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this
Pause it on
guy,
that. That's pretty funny right there. But anyway, carry on.
this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. He took showers with the other pros. They came out of there. They said, "Oh my God, that's unbelievable."
Oh, you're right. Actually,
Wow.
you're not saying it's necessarily big, but
it could be
you're right. It could
exceptionally
be
small
exceptionally
in a
small,
manly
yeah.
way.
Or it could be something else, like a different color than they expected, or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It could have
unbelievable.
It could be polka dot, or it could be bumpy, like your pumpkin thing.
Plaid. It could be plaid.
You know what? And that would make sense. It would be plaid with a little pom pom.
It could be gonorrheal. Gonorrheal.
It could be penorial.
It could be penorial.
Penorial bred.
Wait, was that the whole clip, or was there?
Yeah,
no
pretty
more?
much. Arnold Palmer, you know, he took showers, and I love women, and I love women. I love them. I love women. And he would take showers with the other men, and they came out, the other pros, and they said, wow, or whatever he said. Vladimir, you're not going.
He was
in.
all man. He was tough and he was strong. God, it's like so messed up the way he talks about that.
All right.
so
Anyways,
weird.
let's carry on with this commercial.
Of our time, buffet supper. Winner of 3 Banquet Academy Awards. Best sliced turkey. Best performance by a giblet gravy in a supporting role. Best performance by a house.
Oh, it is
I
giblet.
just put it in the oven, and by and by it was done. And I had a delicious buffet supper. Oh, yes, I did.
I pause it. I'm sorry, but this is straight demented. I mean,
I like it.
First of all, this commercial aired. I mean, this is a very weird commercial.
Well, I think it's
actually.
supposed to be demented
Okay,
on
no,
purpose.
I get that, but I just feel like
It's a
that's kind of
spoof.
progressive for this time in a way. You know, I mean, I have to imagine this is from the 70s, right? Okay, carry on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Word booty.
And I had a delicious buffet supper. Oh, yes, I did. Slices of turkey, all covered with gravy.
What
and
movie
little
does this
bitty
remind me
chips.
of? Pause it real quick.
At
Is
the
this-
moment, it's reminding me of The Love Witch, kind of.
Oh,
Which, of course, is reminiscent of, 70s,
but 60s,
70s.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is actually apparently directly deriving a lot of content from, I think, the movie. Well, I don't know. From what I hear, the something vampire, the Velvet Vampire, or something like that. Or
well, it sort of looks kind of like, I mean, I know some people here have seen, or at least one person here has seen Baby Jane, the whatever happened to Baby Jane, And look, Ben Reed chiming in over here with Baby Jane.
oh, Baby Jane could be.
It's kind
but
of got
not
that Baby
quite.
Jane kind of thing going, Carry on.
Let's do you.
From the same producers who brought you Beef Stew, Salisbury steak with gravy, and the unforgettable chicken and dumplings, comes the
Oh.
outstanding banquet production of the 20th century, giblet gravy and sliced turkey. Color by Paprika, now appearing
Whoa.
citywide
Wow.
in a frozen food section near you.
They were very careful not to infringe
Directly.
any copyrights here, but they're mighty close though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do.
I could take some notes from this.
Mighty
That's how you
Cook.
do it. You use almost the same exact melody, but you change it a little bit.
No, but it's not just that. Even just the 20th Century Fox,
Well, yeah,
you know,
but they didn't.
signage and stuff.
You think that's real food right there?
No, no.
I bet not.
I don't think they used real food back then. Seriously,
Well, you know how
especially in
you know,
commercials.
cereal commercials have
Like
Elmer's
glue?
glue as
Yeah,
the
yeah.
milk.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wonder if, yeah.
Nothing
Well, yeah.
like
No, I'm
Elmer's
sure
glue to
that-
make that milk look perfect. I got a taste for some real food.
Real food.
Gosh, that was so good.
I got a taste for some real food.
I got a taste for some real food.
I got a motherfucking taste for some real food.
food.
I mean, we're not gonna get on that
I
tip.
know, we're not
tonight.
gonna get on that tip.
Gonna do that tip again. All right.
Uh-oh.
Hey, real
hold
quick.
on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Hey, Brent, do you know if the Love Witch
It's funny.
is
Laura's still in here.
derivative of a specific movie or a
Which one?
pastiche?
Which one?
The Love Witch. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we talk about it in the behind the scenes thing?
Oh, was that on?
What? Oh, we
Oh.
haven't. I haven't posted it yet, but I think we talked about it.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems it seems like it's an homage to a lot of movies of that time. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I had to watch this a couple times to make sure it wasn't a spoof.
Oh, of something in particular. Probably is some sort of nod to something or other.
Yeah. Well, to make sure it wasn't, made in the last few years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you wanna?
Oh wait, that's it. All right, let's wrap it up. Okay, so if you guys
Let's wrap it up with some real food.
look, we're gonna continue on with our little Halloween festivities here on the Chicken Coop. What's funny is Jebediah gets the gift of the membership so many times, and it's at this point it's just kind of almost like an expectation in a way. It's kind of funny, but anyway, so if you want to continue on with us, you can become a member. It's pretty easy. There's a button there. You just click it, and then whatever you have to. There's a little bit of a fee for it, but it's fine though. It's no big deal. And what you can do is you can do that, and we're going to carry on for probably another at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and I'm going to show you a picture of my tuna potato that I made. It's not really a tuna potato, but it's kind of a deconstruction of a tuna potato or something like that.
Tuna potato.
Yeah,
what
I
a
thought of that.
wonderful.
And
seems so gross, though, to be honest.
well, tuna
Sounds
potatoes are actually
disgusting.
just simply divine, but
No
they,
way. No
they
way,
are.
no way.
And then you got Brian Hoodlum in the hood here with a Happy Halloween. That's pretty good.
Oh, thank you, hoodlum.
And
Thank you, my hoodlum.
this is funny. Someone give me a membership. If not, no problem. It's pretty funny, actually. People just going, "Hey, can somebody give me a membership?"
If not, no.
If not, no problem.
That is funny.
Anyway, and then he goes, so anyway, it's like this, and so it's like that. And it's gonna be fun. And then all right, whatever. The link is in the description of the video here to get enter. Okay. But Bronco. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
look
my
at
gosh.
that.
Gemma just let all those people who asked in, basically.
Wow.
First of all, Bronco just got in. Okay.
Bronco.
Bronco Mansion. So Bronco, we really got to make it big for. And then Gemma she just gave it to 5 people who I have to imagine went to. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. He did not get it. He usually gets it all the time. Jebediah gets it all the time and missed it. Oh my gosh. Hey, well, look.
Wait, how does it work? Is it just randomized?
It's random, but usually people who are kind of regular viewers, and then CNR didn't get it either. That's
well,
funny.
hey, but that's no problem.
No, that's no problem. But I mean, that's funny though. She gave out 5 just now, and
Wow.
it was just the you would have thought it would have gone to Jebediah would have been one of them, and probably CNR. You know, who got it, by the way? Who got them? And thank you to Gemma just now. Damn, you know.
Thank you, Gemma.
That's kind of going big, actually.
That was going big.
Jebediah just went, actually. Jebediah just went for it.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Well, that's a major step in your life right now, because I feel like
is.
every time you've gotten the gift of it, and then you just got took that step just now. You went full throttle just now. Jebs. All right. Well, we'll go over. Hopefully, everybody's in there. Anyway. All right. So look, it's the link is in the description of the video. Branco, by the way, and thank you to Chicken Jessica for your help with everything, and thank you to Jason Odd, Weird Artifacts, who makes the clips for us, the highlight clips. You got to check those highlight clips on Instagram. They're good, man. You're gonna like those. Chicken Coop Show is the account to check those clips out at, and also there's a YouTube channel, Chicken Coop Show. Check them out, and thank you to Gemma and Cami for their help with those accounts. Jason Odd, by the way, his band is called Weird Artifacts. If you want to check out his music. Okay, so we move on to this. We should end this episode.
Yeah.
All right. If we don't see you in the after show debrief, happy Halloween and have fun. Watch out for the razor blades and all that stuff, and have a safe Halloween this year. And yeah. And I'm Brent Weinbach.
I'm Laura Weinbach.
And the show is the Chicken Coop. And we have a Discord also. It's in the description of the video if you want to join in there and just talk to people there and stuff. And sorry to the people who didn't get those gifts, but I mean, next time, I guess, but anyway, we're going to make it big for Bronco and everybody else who's new. Okay. Goodbye. Chicken Coop.
Bye.